Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RCRC. That is the Relationship Connection with Ronald and Charlie. I am Charlie Willis, a mental health therapist, and we are here to equip, empower, and evoke a transformational walk into wellness.
And don't forget to help support this ministry. We're making a contribution to our Cash App at First Focus Faith. And if you're watching by YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Do it all because we need it all.
Thank you.
And today, Charlie, we're going to be looking at why women are having a challenge with expressing their feelings. We know the men on a platform are not expressing their feelings, but most of the time, the women can express their feelings. So if a woman not expressing their feelings, what is really going on?
Yeah, what is really going on?
Let's watch this clip, y'all. What's up, Charlie? Man, I had an exciting day for me, man. This is a great day for Ron Willis.
Good, that's nice. What's going on?
You all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why are you wiping your face?
It's hot, that's all. What's up?
That's right, man. I had an exciting day, man. Out of 20 people, they selected me. And now we're going to award this contract. Finna make buku money. Yes, man. I'm excited today, man. It's a good day. Really good day, man. I'm telling you, man. I work hard. I'm getting the fruits of my labor.
Glad to hear.
That's right, man. We need to celebrate. You know what, Charlie? I'm going to get dressed. You going to get dressed. We're going to go out and celebrate, all right? Hey, what's up?
Nothing. What's going on?
Man, I saw that post on social media.
What are you talking about?
That post about your dad. Talking about you was sad, he was crying and stuff. You had an emotional moment about your dad.
Yeah, and?
You didn't say anything about that to me. Man, I saw it on social media for the first time and stuff. Why social media gotta know it before I know it?
Ronald, I figured you already know about how.
Man, why would you figure I already know if you didn't tell me?
I've told you before in the past. You
told me what before in the past?
Are you serious? I've told you before in the past how I felt about it.
Man, that is foul. Social media know it and I don't know it.
Maybe you ought to start paying attention.
I am paying attention. Maybe we need to start saying something.
All right.
All right, Charlie, what's going on, man? I was excited. You was not.
Clearly, I wasn't. As you can see, you walked in. I wasn't in the best state of mind.
You was crying, man.
And you brushed it right on off.
Wait a minute. I did ask what was going on. You just didn't tell me.
Correct. That is correct. And there's probably a very good reason why.
What is the reason why? Man, do I got to pull it out you or something? Man.
Yeah, just like you just
I did what a man's supposed to do. I come in, I see something is going on, I ask, you don't tell, I move on.
Yeah, well, that's what this video is all going to be all about. Reasons why women find it difficult to express their feelings, especially if we think we are vocal creatures anyway. So what's the hang up? What's the hold up?
Yeah, but think about it. When you don't express your feelings to your man and then you express it on social media, what kind of platform have you built? Clearly, I was upset. It's like, why is social media knowing this and I do not know this?
Well, if we didn't get in depth about the social media post, but it actually was an inspirational post in some aspects but it also just did express how I was feeling, sentimental moment at that time. But there's reasons behind that too.
Right. So
Um,
I'm feeling a certain way. My spouse is not expressing her feelings to me. Everybody else knows. Imagine if I didn't read social media.
okay.
I wouldn't even know what's going on.
Well, you're gonna find out today.
Yeah, so let's dive in and find out why sometimes women do have a challenge expressing their feelings. Not just a man thing, it's both have a challenge with that. But as we know, men have a challenge more than women because we on a foundation that's just not manly to express your feelings. But when a woman don't express her feelings, something is
Wait a
really
minute. Do
going
you
on.
want me to express my feelings or not?
We want you to express your feelings. I just don't want to express mine.
Okay.
I'm a
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Men don't express their
All
feelings.
right. All right. And hopefully you can accept the way I express my feelings.
Hope like they accept. No, I want you to express your feelings, but not stay there. I want to move on.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but let's dive in and find out what's going on with these women.
Okay. So there's several reasons why. And as we get into this video, women, we want you to think about it. Comment if you agree or disagree. Add to the comments, as well as men, listen to what we are saying. All right. So it was stated, as we did an online research according to John Gottman, and he is a psychologist who specializes in couples, marriage and couples,
An
and
expert.
in the field. Okay. And it was stated that women is 80% of women
Express their feelings.
express their feelings in their relationship, or what challenges they're having, or
Right.
whatever
So
is going on.
if a woman is not expressing her feelings, man, something is really going on that you definitely got to change.
Well, I don't know, because so that leaves 20% that's not. When I think about this, I'm
Right.
thinking maybe like on a routine basis. I don't know,
Right.
but
Because it's
most of the time we're
normal.
vocal.
It's normal for a man to be like not talking that much and not expressing their feelings, but like I said, when a woman not expressing her feelings, we got some problems, y'all.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the first point that was stated is a fear of the response. Sometimes we, especially if there's a history of our dialogue and our conversations that don't bring about something positive for the woman, or they may feel that you it's going to be something that they don't like that you're going to say, that we're going to hear. So we may have a fear of stating how we feel for whatever reason,
Right.
but that generally comes from a history of something.
Right. It's definitely on both platforms when it comes to expressing feelings. Fear of a response will create a relationship where we don't express our feelings because we fear how our partners are going to respond. They may not be understanding. They may not be even listen to your wholeheartedly and stuff, right? Or they may shrug it off. You can say you shouldn't be feeling that way. So definitely, if my response is projected to be jacked up,
Mm.
then the likelihood of my partner expressing a feeling is decreased. I'm not finna tell Ron anything because this is where he's gonna respond.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, that could play a huge dividend toward anyone, not just a
Right.
woman, but anyone not expressing their feelings.
Right, right. So, and that is something that you definitely have to have an understanding about. But I think it weighs more heavily if we're able to eventually get past that and state that, what are the fears, so we
Right.
can be able to express our feelings.
Yeah,
Right.
just like in the clip, I asked you what was going on, right? And then of course you did not express those feelings, but I didn't stay there. I should have stayed there, but I didn't because I was more excited about what had transpired at the work, and
That didn't help.
I got a contract and I was gonna make more money and stuff, right? So I was focused on myself.
Mm.
And then during the midst of my conversation, let's go out and celebrate. Well, the only one feeling good is me. What we're going to celebrate, one person feeling good and the other person is not.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good celebration going on. It's not
Yeah,
going.
one person's happy, the
The
other's not.
atmosphere is not going
So,
to be that great.
as a man, you have to identify that.
Mm-hmm.
sometimes there may be some challenge, some hesitation towards expressing the feelings. You may have to say more than what's going on. And you may have to say, hey, let's sit down and talk about this. I see something that's really going on, and there's a need for us to communicate.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the second point. Now, remember these are some items that that was researched and stated that these are some probabilities on why. So the second one is a lack of emotional intelligence.
What
Now
is that?
that is a strong
Are
point.
you not intelligent?
Okay.
What is it
When
like?
we
What is emotional intelligence? Let's go there.
Emotional intelligence is when you're able to be in a conversation with someone, you have some emotions arise, and you be able to express yourself in a way that you're not overly dramatic, that you're not tearing down the other person or tearing yourself down. You're just in a calm nature. You're just able to keep control of your emotions in a heavy disagreement, which can be hard to do
For women
depending on the subject
and
or
men,
some things. Yes, this is true because we get passionate
right? But
about whatever the subject is. But if we have a lack of emotional intelligence going on, neither partner is going to hear what's going on and be able to solve the issue.
yeah, so the lack of emotional intelligence, what I'm hearing is that there's an inability to manage our emotion in such a way that when we express it, we create an environment where our partner is listening to what we are saying.
Yes, that's
So,
that's
so when
good.
you're not able to manage it, right, there are other emotions come out like anger. You may be hiding and you may get loud and shout. So when you're doing those things, right, I'm not going to listen to you. Okay. So definitely, emotional intelligence pay huge dividends when you're expressing yourself because ultimately you want your partner to listen to you when you're expressing your feelings. But sometimes we don't know how to do that.
No, sometimes we don't.
Yeah, and I would say just putting it out there, I think this is a platform that's more for the women than it are for the men. Okay, when it comes to the lack of managing your emotions. Wait a minute, what kind of smile is
Nothing.
going
I
on,
just
y'all?
taking it all
What
in.
kind of what is that going on,
Just
right?
taking it all
Like,
in.
wait a minute. Now, men have this problem too, but I would say that generally speaking, women have a more of a challenge in this area than men, and that this is why we target this is one of the areas, and because men uh just don't tell their feelings, so they ain't got to worry about the lack of emotional intelligence.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the third point is a concern with the welfare of others to the detriment of one's own well-being. So
I
this
think
is
this is the
the
biggest one,
this is
man, for
women
y'all.
who
Yeah.
really we're out there doing everything for everybody, for our family and everything, and we're just pushing our own feelings aside. I'm fine. I'll get through it. I'll deal with it on my own. I got to be strong. I have to be who I have to be. And this is big. This is big because we often do this and we feel neglected. We end up
But
feeling
why? Why
neglected.
are you doing this to yourself? I mean, you said it's a detriment of oneself. In other words, why are you doing this, but you're not taking care of self?
That's right. We're not taking care of
But
self.
why? And this is really high percentage women do this versus men.
But you know what? I can see, and this is not to let's just listen to me real well.
Okay,
I
we
I
want
can
to know,
I
y'all.
can see this happening if a woman is more of the stronger person in the relationship, where she has to be that forefront person, that she has to take care of everything or feel like she has to. And she's not getting what she needs from her spouse, supportively, as not supporting her emotional well, her emotional state. And so we end up doing this.
Right, because this is huge to understand because just on the surface, it appears that we kind of go against the grain of some of the things that we are saying in other shows, and that is that you always put the other person feeling first, and that's still true. However, you don't put the other person feeling first, and it is a detriment of your own self. You got to have self-care involved. In other words, right, it really it is the self-care that you have for yourself that creates the platform of putting other people feelings first. If you need to be taken care of, then you got to do that.
Mm.
And you can't be on that platform where these things that you're doing are hurting self. Okay, then you gotta look at yourself and say, hey, what do I need to do so I can be able to put other people's feelings first? Because if you're not able to put other people, I can't get this
Other
word
people's
out.
feelings
Other
first.
people feeling first, then you have to have self-care involved so you can be on that platform. And it's huge to understand, but like we're saying, this platform creates it where you're doing it in such a way that you're hurting self.
Right, definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
And women seem to do this more than men. So I didn't get that smile on this one. So that means you're agreeing.
Women do seem to take on, we have our super cape on and continue to go
Superwoman
without taking care of ourselves.
You see a lot in a single parent home.
Yeah.
You see that a lot.
And thinking that we don't have an outlet of support. Okay.
All right.
So that rolls us right into number 4, where is a woman may not feel safe. I don't feel safe expressing my feelings to you because maybe I don't feel like you're going to validate them, or you're just not going to be supportive in it, or you're not going to listen. You're going to shrug me off.
You don't care.
It's like it doesn't mean that much to you as it means to me.
Yeah. So this is huge to understand because this creates the environment you are in. And if I'm in a safe environment, then naturally I'm gonna be able to express my feelings. But if I'm in an unsafe environment, I'm not gonna express my feelings at all. So it's huge to understand that, especially if you're the man in this relationship that we're talking about, you want to make sure that you establish a safe environment for your partner so that opens the door for them to be able to express their feelings. Because if it's not, they're not going to do it. Okay? Why would I express my feelings when it's unsafe? Because I feel like it's going to hurt me. So I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Yeah, and it depends on that man in that relationship. You are the ownership of helping to create this safe environment so my partner can tell their feelings.
So the next one kind of falls in a little lateral of what we just said. It's pretty much well, I'm not feeling that you care. It's like when you came in the room and you asked at one point and you just I don't even know why you asked if you weren't going to go into depth. If you just took
I saw something going on, right? And I'm gonna respond to it, but my mind was not on your problem. My mind was on what I accomplished at work. For me at that particular time, that was more important. And I was gonna make sure that comes out. I was not gonna let your mood and your situation stop that from coming out. In other words, I don't want anything to kill my joy.
Here again, that comes off a feeling of non-caring.
Right. I'm not caring about your feelings. I'm caring about what I did at work.
There again, there may be a history of because I'm thinking if there wasn't a history of you acting that way, and if you came with me wanting to know what was concerning, I would be able to state it instead of just brush it off. Or if I said no, you was like, "Are you sure?" And you kind of probe a little bit more.
Right.
I would think you care.
Yeah, and that helps when your initial response and I'm okay, and I'm looking at you and seeing you're not really okay, and I keep asking. That opens the door for you to have a thought process. This guy really cares. But if I don't, you can have a thought process. He don't care. Why waste my time telling him something that he does not care about? Okay, and really all I cared about was I got this fantastic opportunity at work. Okay. Is that more important than my spouse? No, it's not. It's definitely not.
No.
Right. And then if I'm about to celebrate, who we celebrating?
Right.
Are we celebrating? I'm celebrating. At that particular time and stuff, right? There was no reason for us to celebrate because something is going on with my partner. And now it has become my job to understand why.
Right.
And then don't be so shallow when my first question is asked and you don't respond like you should have, right? Then I don't try to pull back the layers because sometimes you may have to do that. Okay. And then think about the the more you create that safe environment, like we talked about earlier, the less you would have to pull back something out of your partner because they'll feel more safe discussing it with you.
Right. Definitely. So the last point is perfectionism.
What? What did that got to do with this?
So when we operate in this mode of being perfect, it's pretty much I can handle. It's not the point of, like we talked about before, when I'm used to running around doing everything for myself, but it's more of I don't need to express my feelings to you.
I got it.
I got this.
I got this.
And
Don't need any help.
even in that mode, you might not even see me cry. Right. So that, I could see in some degree the perfectionism coming in that, and here again, there's got to be a history going on with you or the relationship on why you're operating in that mode.
Yes, because if I'm perfect, I don't need any help.
I got this.
I got it. I don't need you for what? I'm perfect. And of course, we know that's not true. No one is perfect, and we all need each other and to lean on and express the feelings and then validate the feelings and be understanding and being cared and build intimacy in the relationship. It is huge. Okay. And the perfectionist gets in the way of that.
All right.
So the question is, with all these things that the women are going through and they're not expressing their feelings, what are the men to do? Help! We need to know how to handle this situation.
Yeah, y'all need some help.
So the women, so my partner can express their feelings because we know they're on a foundation of expressing their feelings, according to what John Gottman said. Right?
Right.
Yeah, we're not like the men. The men, we're not on the foundation of expressing the feelings. You got to pull it out of us more because we're not on that foundation. But women are on the foundation of expressing their feelings. So let's dive in and help these men and tell them what you got to do to help your woman express her feelings. What we got, Charlie?
Got 4 points here. And this is going to take some practice for some who are not used to doing this, of course, but patience is virtue, okay? So the first one is, you heard this before. It may be at the point where you don't even try to fix the problem, okay?
Wait a minute, I'm a man. I fix problems.
I know. That's what men want to.
I repair stuff.
Repairmen. Don't try to fix her problem. Why? I may not want you to fix the problem. Okay?
Why not?
Because I want you to be more of on a supportive role to listen to instead of just trying to. I may be already have a plan to alleviate whatever I'm dealing with, but I want to know that you're here also. Okay. So I don't want you to come in and try to tell me what to do about it, tell me how to do about it, or anything of that nature. But I just want you to listen, okay? Don't come in trying to fix it.
That's right, because the bottom line is,
I may want, but initially
the bottom line is that
find out if
that's
that's
not
what I
a
want.
problem that needs to be fixed. That's the bottom line. That's just a situation where the feelings need to be heard.
Right.
You don't have to fix anything. You just have to be there for me. So what's our next one, Charles?
Rolls us right into point 2, being of encouragement and being support. So what does that look like if a man is encouraging the woman and being supportive when there's an issue with her not being able to express her feelings?
You tell me. I need some help. I need some help.
You got to be understanding, number one. You got to be understanding about the point. You have to understand and know what encouragement and support looks like when I'm not able to express my feelings. Don't get upset with me.
Yeah.
Don't get upset with me. Let me know that you are here, that you're a shoulder. That's what I need, okay? But I don't need you to brush me off and go on to the next point.
Like I did it in the clip.
Right, like you did in the clip.
So what the scripture say?
So Hebrews 10, 24 through 25 says, and let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all of the more as you see the day approaching.
Wow, man, that scripture really tells it all. In other words, when you encourage me, you make me feel good about myself.
Mm,
And oftentimes in relationship, women are the ones that want to feel good more about themselves than the men. So we have
mhm,
to be on a platform understanding that when I do this to my spouse and stuff, right, which is more of a platform than mine, then it's going to make her feel good about self.
mhm,
Okay. And when she feels good about self, she opens the door to express feelings about self.
mhm, mhm. Right. Okay. All right. So let's go to point 3. Be understanding of her feelings. Romans 14:1, the message version states, welcome with open arms, fellow believers who don't see things the way you do and don't jump all over them every time they do or say something you don't agree with. Even when it seems that they are strong on opinions but weak in faith in the faith department. Remember, they have their own history to deal with. Treat them gently. This is big because I do see that men get upset when they think it's frivolous.
Well, you saw it in the clip when
Right.
I discovered
Don't
that
jump
you
all over
shared
me.
your feelings on social media and I did not know about it. My response was passivity. I was upset with you. Why are you doing this? You should be sharing it with me. Instead, I should be looking in the mirror
Mm,
to have an understanding of why she chose to share this to social media and then share it to me
mm.
because something I was doing or not doing created this environment.
That's right.
Hey, so I can't get upset with her. If anyone I'm gonna get upset with should be myself.
Hmm. Be understanding by that for sure.
That's right. There was no understanding at all.
Mhm.
All you got was passivity. Oh, you did something wrong. You shouldn't have did that. You should have talked to me. And then what are you doing to open this door to encourage her to want to talk to you? Perhaps she talked to you and don't even put it on social media. There's no need.
Mhm. Right. Okay, our fourth and last point is to listen.
Listen,
That's big
listen,
here.
listen,
James
listen.
James 1:9 says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." Can we listen, men?
Yeah. Could I listen in the clip versus I was getting angry in the clip? I was not I was not listening to you on neither clip, the first one or the second one.
Nope.
It was all about me.
Yep.
Hey, that was no quick to listen. That was quick to talk.
Right, right. And listening is a big attribute that you need to be able to do, and especially in situations of this nature. You got
Right,
to listen. You got to listen to her feelings. You got to
right.
listen to what she's going through.
Because it goes back to the first point. She's not actually asking you to fix the problem. She's asking you to listen to the problem
Mhm.
and leave it there. If she needs you to fix it, she will say so.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
So she wants you to listen. Listen, 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 listen. It's not
Listen.
about your feelings, it's about hers.
All right. Great points here. It's been a great video. I hope you got something from it, men and women alike. So thank you guys for joining us. RCRC, that is the relationship connection with Ronald and Charlie. And we'll see you again next week.